So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Chance! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Pelé, good read, needed to be. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chance for a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Vitinha, Pelé, ambitious ball here. Oh, that was vital. Semenyo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So it is still 0-0. Now there's a fine ball. Out to the left it goes. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Pullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played. Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Maldini, tidy with his distribution. And it's Baggio. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's Dembele. Throw it. Well, that looks a decent ball. And here's Hullet. Played out towards the right wing. Hullet. Vieira. And this is Dembele. And this is Pelé. Out towards the flank. Delivers with whip.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Semenyo. Now it's Gerrard. And it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Look at the space here. Real chance! And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Baggio. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Araujo. Semenyo. And it's Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Gerrard. Can he get it through? Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Messi. Looking for the run. Gets his head on it! And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Rummenigge. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira. And it's Dembele. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi picks it up out wide. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. And they can counter here. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Dembele. Now it's Pelé. Tries to get it clear. And that's a good ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Well,
20.
height could make all the difference
14.
on these set pieces.
Numero 10. Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 8.
Terrific
il numero
header.
15. Attenzione,
He
alla
can get that clear.
sostituzione.
And now they can spring out of defence.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Luis
è di
Suarez
81.007
has
spettatori.
ended up in no man's land. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rodri. Luis Suarez. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Hullet. Played through into space. And this is Roberto Baggio. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Shot could be on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Bale. Now it's Seedorf. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Best. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Can he finish? Kaka goes long and straight.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the...
And pushed us! And here's the chance to counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's taking no chances there. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Kaka attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
좀 이깁시다. 양아.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Looking for options for movement.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pull it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played.
Ci
That
sarà un
has
minuto di
snuffed out the
recupero.
danger. Luis Suarez. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Rodri. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's on.
양아. 키키키육 화이팅. 기현님 양아. 트레저링크판은 확정했나요? 우주대스타 범팡님 양아. 미션 트레저링크 들어가봐요. 미션 가서. 저는 마테 하나 보고 올 법했다가 노쇼 키키키키키키키요. 근데 컴 따기를 못해서 의미가 있나 싶긴 하다요 키키키요. 다 뽑기권 하셨군요 기현님 키키육. 전 그냥 뽑기권 하려다 포트 부족해서 포트판으로 마지막 판 교체.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here.
1차, 2차 트레저 올법으로 갔다가 두 번 다 노쇼, 이제 올법 안 합니다.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a...
Messi! Oh, it's come loose.
근데 기트랑 포트랑 램브도 다 넘쳐나는데. 키키키키육 기현님 뽑기를 안 하셔서 그럴 수 있을 듯.
It's a good foot in there. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
기트 포트는 200개 넘게 있고 램브도 100개나 있어서 다른 선택권이 없었어요.
Real chance. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
저는 판 하나 아바타판 받았습니다. 흥민이 아바타 쓰려고 히히.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
그거 두 번인가 뜬 거 넘겼는데 차라리 그거나 받을걸.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good
그쵸,
start,
기현님한테는
Peter,
이게
and
더
they look
의미
hungry
있을
for
것
goals,
같은데
and they'll be
키키키요.
aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
That is a brilliant interception. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Pele. Thinks about the shot. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Hullet. Thuram spots it and intercepts. So we're still where we started right now. And it's been given away. Just and Hullet! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you.
그니까요, 250법에 마태 하나 보고 나올 거라 기대한 내가 바보지 키키키키요.
Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Nedved going face to face. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Neymar. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Nedved. Pele. So what can they make of this? Oh, it's Dembele. Nedved. Can he get it through? Pele conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good spread. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard aims beyond the defence. Gerrard. Ibrahimovic has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ibrahimovic brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Hullet. Might be danger here. Thuram deals with that comfortably. And a chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Terrific header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's Neymar. Gerrard. Messi. It's Nedved! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nedved clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Brilliantly cut out. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pele always looking for that half a chance. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's gone back to the keeper. Thuram. That pass has been well intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Now, what about a counter-attack? Vieira. He's looking wide. Back into the middle. Rodri. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Vitinha. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Pass somewhat off target. Can he spark a counter here? It's a good spell of possession, this. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. And it's Gerrard. Out to the left it goes. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Nedved. And here's Neymar. Gerrard. Great ball. Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Corner
20.
number 2 then.
Numero 14. Numero 10. Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5.
Up he goes! It's a goal! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Roberto Baggio! Decent hit and on target. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And that interception was...
요즘 저 범팡님 급강하 3톱 폼을 따라해보는데 괜찮던데요.
It's going to be another throw.
키키키키육 다행이네요. 기현님 히히 짤 맞아서.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's through now, is he? Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Owen is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through, and it's been played through. Roberto Baggio. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He has found the way through. Roberto Baggio. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. 75 minutes played. Now it's Owen. And this is Roberto Baggio. Owen. And this is Owen. And the finish! Sticks it away!
9버전 흥민이 살라 메시라서 흥민이가 무풀이지만 나름 괜찮았어요. 키키유.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22. Lascia il campo per il numero 26.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
저도 마찬가지 하도 대인전을 안 하니까 이벤트 대인전만 가도 긴장이 키키키유.
just love the level of intensity here. Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Baggio. Good read, needed to be. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Caught offside that time.
애엄마 마트 가서 간만에 TV로 연결해서 보니 시원시원하니 좋구만요.
Cambio cambio di giocatori.
Mateus. Looking for the run. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he
Il
didn't
quarto
stray
uomo
offside.
indica 4 minuti di recupero.
This is Owen. Nicely spread. Roberto Baggio. Well read. And the danger is averted.
아들하고 같이 시청 중이니 파이팅하는 모습 보여주십시오. 물결표 키읔.
And here's Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Flashes it across. Corner it is.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
키키키키키읔.
Thuram can get it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive.
네 10개월 지금 아주 집중해서 보고 있네요. 윙크판 가봐요. 오. 코인판이네. 냥님 획득 눌러요. 판 없잖아요. 미션 가봐요. 오코인 나보다 낫다 키키키키키키윽. 첫 번째 판. 획득 눌러요. 컴따기 해야 단판으로 넘어감. 램보만 드셨네. 두 판 해야 됨. 키키키키키키윽. 이주 선수 하나 먹을 정도 2판이면 일단 채우겠네요. 전 펠레는 무조건 SS. 풀메포는 SS로 놓는 게 저한테는 딱이더라고요. 전에 남들이 외면했던 쇼타임 풀메포 케인도 SS로 아주 꿀 빨았죠.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members, maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Oh, it's Dembele. Ruben Neves. Iwobi. That is lovely.
쓰리톱 가운데 처진 SS로 놓고 한번 써보세요. 엄청 뛰어서 침투 잘하던데요.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Dembele. That's a good ball out wide. Messi in acres of space out wide.
저도 한동안 안 맞는다 생각했다가 거기로 놓고 이제는 완전 정차.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Calvert-Lewin back into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Hullet. Albert Ferrer kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. He's found a way through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
펠레 뽑할 때 푸스카스는 안 뽑았는데 펠레랑 이침 크루이프는 진짜 없으면 안 돼요 전 키읔.
Just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Dembele. Granit Xhaka. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Xhaka.
겁나 손들고 뛰어가는 거
And here's
보셨죠?
Calvert-Lewin. Shot, surely! Caught offside that time. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. No way through. And it's lofted through here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Hakimi. Granit Xhaka. Ruben Neves. Out to the left it goes. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Thinks one through. He's in plenty of space here. Vieira. For Messi. And it's Cáceres. That's Maldini. Vitinha. Here's Vieira. Pelé. Messi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Dembele. And it's made its way to him. It's Pelé! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter.
어때요,
No doubt
키키키요?
the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now he's got space here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out to the left flank. And here's Calvert-Lewin. And reclaimed it in a trice. Calvert-Lewin. And claimed it back swift. He's had a shot!
Minuto di recupero.
The final seconds now. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can
완전
open them up a bit
태클런의
more.
상대분.
Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Calvert-Lewin. great ball, and he's in here. Vieira. Pele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Calvert-Lewin. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's run loose here. Mahrez going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Iwobi. He's beaten the last man. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Martinelli. Oh, super ball. Picked up, shapes to shoot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Just eases him off the ball. That's been cut out, well played. Vitinha. What are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Il numero 5, Owen. Il numero 15. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. You give him it, and that's it. So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom.
상대분 일단 아까 마지막 슛 빗나갔을 때 이미 빡쳤을 듯.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it.
그럴 때 음성책 걸어서 달래드려야죠, 키읔.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Out to the left it goes. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here. And he's decided to go for it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Robertson, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Pele! Nedved demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice control. And it's Otto. Hangs in across. That is ended up in no man's land. Now there's a fine ball. In once more. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic, and the shot! Somewhat off touch. Chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
채흐 엄청 잘 막는구나.
They've played it short. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Good running, strong and purposeful.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Dembele. And it's Cáceres. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That pass isn't the best. Rodri. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Pele. Played out to the left flank. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rodri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Maldini cuts out the pass. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Flings in across. That has not gone well. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a good run down the left, and he's managed to get free. Thinks about the shot. Played towards the front line. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Rijkaard. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Pressure coming in from all directions. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. Robertson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Still just a single goal between the sides. Look at the space here. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nedved receives it in a good position here. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
오구 태클.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per
Pinches
il
it off
numero
him.
23. Il
Now it's
numero
Bale.
15.
Now it's
Cambio
Cruyff.
di giocatori.
Vieira. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And here's Hullet. Cruyff. Hullet. Now it's Pele. Oh, this is a great position. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, some tackle that. Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Might want to be careful there. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ball's played through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe! Oh, it rattles the bar.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Cruyff. Out towards the flank. Swings in across. That could spell. And the finish! Really well taken goal. Manchester United are back on level terms. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Manchester United really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
So, what can
저런 건 어쩔 수 없죠.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Il numero 26. Attenzione, un cambio.
엄청 몰아치기는 했으니.
Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Maldini. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shapes to shoot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
아, 좋았다.
And this is chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
공수 내려요 키키육.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Gullit voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
막판에 털릴 뻔. 그니까 골 넣고 잽싸게 공수를 내렸어야죠. 키키키윽.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vieira. To Gerrard. Roberto Carlos. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Pelé. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Pelé. Gets a good foot in there. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And the pass is intercepted. Vitinha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Throw it.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's Suarez. And this is Messi. And this is Hullet. And what about this cross? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's really well cleared. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Pelé. He is through here. And this is Messi. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? Chance to deliver. And that is expertly dealt with.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vitinha. Oh, this is a very good run. And here's Suarez. Messi. Luis. Header! It's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. And it's played in. Big header! And he's kept it out. And the
손 좀
keeper has
풀리셨네.
reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vieira gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi.
전 DB 이미 숙제 끝냈습니다.
Pelé. Hullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Roberto Carlos, Ibrahimovic. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And Czech pulls off a sensational save.
네, 제가 좀
And he's
합니다.
there to belt it away. And he's well positioned here.
평판해드려요. 발리실 텐데.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning.
건팡님이야 뭐 그냥 해야지 하면 하시니까.
That's a throw. Defending was
Ci
strong
sarà
and
un minuto
firm.
di recupero.
Hullet. Gerrard. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid, and more than satisfactory
요즘도 깡패
first
모드시니
half. They've
키키키요.
got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading. It's Ibrahimovic! This time, surely! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Right place, right time, and a fine, instinctive finish.
Well, I admire
Kiki,
players
kiki,
who
kiki.
do that because they just don't give up on anything.
키키키키키윽 2417-2589. 끝나면 1위로 와요.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Right. And the finish! He's delivered all right!
건팡님 폼에 개별 지시 따로 거시는 거 있음?
And he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis.
저 좀 이따 양님이 폼을 보여주실 텐데.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop
극강화
from here?
흥민이나 밥에 선발 쓰면 카운터 타겟 걸어요.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Shot could be on. Luis Suarez. Shot a goal. It's it.
거기다가 가운데 CF 쓰는 얘 카운터 타겟.
And they are cruising. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and that's it.
그리고 CMF의 수비형.
That's it for tonight's match. It just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.
오, 완전 손 풀렸다. 열두 시 수지는 디디긋. 카타를 둘이나 거시는군요. 디디긋. 아바타 보이주 기현님. 에템. 아, 저 아바타나 받을걸 젠장. 조지 베스트 급강화 밥회 맛 좀 보여드립니다.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
지지요.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for
비싼
that,
어르신
Peter.
키키키요.
Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a shot a goal! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
I doubt very... And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And here's Hullet. He's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Robson.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Son Heung-min. Robson. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a go. Just sails past the upright.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Strokes it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Pele! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him. And here's Hullet. Played back in. Yaya Toure. Chance here to counter. Passes short and sharp. Vieira.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for the run. Son Heung-min. Robson. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's been goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Son Heung-min plays it short. Son Heung-min with the cross. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And this is Pele, looking to play him in. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Quality ball. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Hullet. That has been cut short. Now it's Dembele. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's a throw-in. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital. Vieira. Vitinha. Oh, they could break here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, can he get onto this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. Pele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Hullet. Now it's Pele. Now it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. Vieira.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And this is Hullet. And this is Dembele. And this is Hullet. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Stood up well to him there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Best looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, now here's an interesting... And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Not the most accurate pass. Caceres. No, again there's no way through. Can he get onto this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Dembele gets into a good position.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20, numero 19, Messi, numero 9, Ibrahimovic, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8.
And it's Cruyff.
Il numero
Vitinha.
22.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That has not gone well. And this is Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Dembele. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira. Back into the middle.
This is the time you need that pace.
That is ended up in no man's land. Rafael Leao. Now it's Hullet. Aim forwards. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. Oh, this is a great position. Can he finish? They've scored! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vitinha. Vieira. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Hullet. A lovely bit of skill. And this is Ronaldo. Vitinha.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
아파용. 키키키키윽.
Attenzione, un
Final
cambio.
checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Puskás. Now it's Cruyff. And he was quick to react. Vieira. So what can they make of this?
Ci
Now
sarà
it's
un
Owen.
minuto di recupero.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
아이고
You look back on the game
즐겜했습니다.
then, Jim.
Well, neither
잘하시네요.
side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
기억억. 골드 티켓 깔 수 있겠네요. 방송이라니. 천코 나와라.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
양님하고 할 때 흥민이야 작고 12시네. 주왕님 양아.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's not got that quite right. And it's Hullet.
Oh, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo, at least he gave them a bloody nose along the way.
Yaya Toure. Vieira. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. And this is Dembele. Tries to play it through. And it's Cáceres. Hangs in a cross. No goals as yet. He's picked his way through. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival, Maldini. Pelé, and here's the chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the...
And he shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Mbappe with the short one.
아, 이거 수비 안 맞았음 지갔다 한 표.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Great chance! Goal! Milan! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed.
Mbappe! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
키키키키키키.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking.
He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
왜 안 들어가?
Vieira. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And this is Hullet. Messi. Vieira. Driving through the middle. Robson. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Pelé. Messi. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a shot! Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Pelé threads one in. That's an excellent interception. Araujo going vertical.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Pele. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Vitinha. Vieira.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Yaya Toure. Milan looking to pass their way through. Best driving forwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Vitinha. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's been played through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Caceres made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 19.
3-0 and things are
운이
starting to
좋네요.
look awfully cosy.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
That's been cut out, well played.
Il numero 22.
Pull it.
Kaká.
Well, they're certainly pressing with
키퍼 안
purpose here.
바꾸시나요, 슈마로?
Looks a decent ball.
Sostituzione.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Kaká. Now it's Haaland.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Vitinha. Kaká. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Shot could... and the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Haaland probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Cruyff. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And he's in on goal. Best. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Maldini, and he welcomes it in. He's in space and looking for options. And he plays one through. It's run loose here. That's a little off target.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Vitinha. Puskás. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Cáceres. Now it's Haaland. He's on it. Can he get away? He's one on and the shot! Oh, what a big quick throw. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Puskás. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Kaka.
They've been denied a chance to develop any
애
rhythm
분유
in the
먹이고 온
passing
사이 이게
department.
뭔가요? 역시 범깡팬님 디디긋.
Thuram cuts out the pass. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will
한진했음 이겼을 텐데
trouble more or
키읔.
less everyone. How would you
Ki,
sum
ki,
up
ki,
what
ki,
we've
ki.
witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying
고생하셨습니다.
to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
맞아요. 첫 번째는 비등비등했는데 키키키윽. 두 번째 판은 그냥 수비가 다 커트해 좀 알아서 키키키윽. 맞음 키키키키키윽. 키키키키키키윽 정확히 아시네요. 역시 고수. 넘겨봐요. 골드코인. 좋은 거 줘라. 에이. 저도 100코 받음. 백호가 정배 아닙니까? 키키윽. 베스트 500코에 10보 팔 수 있는데 코인 좀 아끼지. 300코는 왜 넣었나요? 냥빠.